Welcome to ILN's Sustaining Success series, where we help individuals achieve success in their life by showcasing people who have been there, done that. Today we have Sal Ventre, CEO of the Ventre team and New Jersey Shore's top real estate expert. Welcome, Sal. Please tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. I am the CEO of a real estate sales team, the Venture team. We operate throughout all of New Jersey, but we really specialize on the New Jersey Shore market, right along the coast there. I've been in business for 11 years now. The team's been operating for about 5 years. We've sold almost $300 million in real estate in the last few years. So we're one of the top ranked teams along the shore and throughout the entire state. We actually just moved offices over to Point Pleasant, but we focus on everything from luxury ocean and waterfront properties all the way down to, first-time homes and condominiums and townhouses and stuff. So there's really nothing that we don't sell and no area that we won't go to throughout New Jersey. And we actually have some team members down in South Florida as well, Southeast Florida, in the Miami area.
What inspired you to get into real estate?
Oh man, I kind of got into real estate on accident. To be honest with you, I've always been entrepreneurial. And so out of college, I actually started a frozen yogurt business. It was my own franchise that I started, and I had that for 2 years. And I got a little bit bored in the wintertime when things were slow. And so I was reading a book, which one of the most well-known books in the world, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And that actually sparked my interest in real estate. And so I wanted to get into real estate investing and flipping properties. So that's why I got my real estate license about 11 years ago now. And so, I got my real estate license on accident, and I just got addicted to sales, real estate sales. So I ended up getting my first client right after I got my real estate license, and we ended up putting them under contract. And it was a funny story because that sale ended up washing away in Hurricane Sandy. For those of you that know the East Coast, that was back in 2012. And so I ended up not closing on that, but we ended up closing on something shortly after. And after I got that first check, I was just really addicted to the business. And it wasn't just about the commission checks. I really just enjoyed. So I was coming from a entrepreneurial space where I was in one retail space 24/7. And so I enjoyed being out in the field, working with new people every day, going to view different types of homes and negotiating, and really just everything about the business I got really addicted to. And so I ended up selling the frozen yogurt business within 6 months or so. And I've been doing this full time ever since.
In terms of your goals for 2023, what do you have set? What do you want to accomplish?
So my goal for 2023 for my sales team, we're about 12 or 13 agents right now. And so my goal is for us to sell 365 homes. I want to sell a home a day this year. And so that's been a goal for the last 2 years. I think we should be able to accomplish that this year. That's my goal with the team. And then for me personally, I'm going to be launching a few different sectors of the Ventre brand. So we have the Ventre team. I'm going to be coming out with sales courses and different mentorship programs and things like that. We're actually going to be expanding to a nationwide sort of partnership team throughout our entire brokerage, which is Real Broker. So I'll be partnering with agents throughout every state throughout the country, as well as running our local sales team, launching a sales course and mentorship program. So hopefully I'll be busy this year.
I think you said something about like a mentorship type of program that you're going to have.
Yeah, so we'll be, like I said, within the Venture brand, we'll be offering a few different things. So our local sales team, we also have a mentor program. So anyone that wants more of a one-on-one personalized sort of real estate coach and business coach and mentor, we'll be offering that throughout anywhere in the country. And then as well as our national kind of partnership. So with the brokerage that I'm at, Real Broker, we're able to partner with agents throughout every state of the country. And that's not a sales team to where I'm actually going to be taking commission from them. I'm just able to help guide them through their transactions and their career and hopefully help them reach their goals.
I did notice you have a large following on social media. Is this related to a lot of your real estate things? How'd you get that large following, and what do you like to do with it?
Yeah, so I mean, I guess large is a relative term. There's some people that are a lot larger than that. But I was able to get a good amount of followers, yes, through just being really consistent on social media. So when I got into the business, like I said, in 2012, social media wasn't nearly as popular as it is today. And I was a young agent. I was 23 years old when I got my real estate license. And so social media was something that I was familiar with. It's something that I, knew, and it was free at the time. And so that's all I did. I used to do a lot of social media marketing and advertising, and I was just really consistent about my branding on there, and just trying to engage and trying to offer as much value as I possibly can. And so that helped grow my audience. And then my wife actually has a really large following, like 10 times as large as mine. And so I'm able to kind of dabble into her network and pick up followers from her. So we cross network and stuff too. So that's been helpful.
What is one piece of advice that you kind of live by that you would give to others that have kept you on the right track to kind of become this successful entrepreneur?
My one piece of advice, if I had to think of one thing, I would say how you do something is how you do everything. And so that's something that I've really tried to carry with me every single day. It's something that I kind of, I guess, started from playing sports my whole life, and, always being told to practice how you play, et cetera. And so I think the same thing translates into work and life in general. I try not to have lazy days or days that, if I don't feel like working hard that day or doing the things that I'm supposed to, I still just kind of try to stay as disciplined as possible and get those things done. And so that's a big thing for me, is really trying to maximize every single day, be as efficient as I possibly can. We all have the same 24 hours, right? And so you see people that are making incredible things happen on a daily basis. And if they can do it, you can do it, right? And so I think it's just all about maximizing every single day, squeezing as much as you possibly can out of every single day, and really just trying to do everything that you do to the best of your ability. And that's kind of same thing like with my social. You asked about my social media, right? Like I was always I was one of the first person to hire a professional photographer for my real estate photos, and the first person to hire a graphic designer to design my posts. And like, I just always wanted things to be as perfect and professional as I can, as I could in any realm, right? Whether that's work, family, health, fitness, etc. So I try to just do everything as best as I possibly can every day.
So, thinking about real estate and your journey, you've been in it for some years now. What is something that maybe you wish you knew when you first started that you've learned along the way?
Um, I guess I would say that in real estate in general, and I really, I guess, just life, relationships are the most important thing
Ooh.
in the world, right? And so, we've all heard the saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And so I think that's extremely important, and not just in a sense of, you're going to be entitled because you know a certain person, they're just going to hand you something. No, not at all. But you can learn so much from people that have been where you want to be. And, it does open bigger opportunities. And so I was just stuck earlier on in my career being surrounded by the same group of people because it was comfortable for me. And I never really consciously and strategically expanded my network and my relationships with people. And that wasn't until later on in my career that I realized that, hey, if I want to expand my business, I want to get into different markets and different price points and things like that, I need to expand my personal network and my personal relationships. And so that's something that I wish I started doing earlier. But I think, yeah, that's the best advice I can give is relationships are what's going to build and grow and nurture your business for the long term, right? And so a lot of people are very focused on just the transaction, getting paid, getting in and out. And so I think it's much more important to have really good, meaningful relationships with as many people as you can.
So, just kind of getting a little off topic though, maybe what is the most single craziest thing that you have ever done? It can be business or personal.
Oh, I am known for in my luxury listings. I usually jump in the pool with my full suit after we're done with the marketing. So, I mean, I've had some cool videos that way, but nothing like super crazy that I want to talk about right now.
Looking at the ILN app or website, what would you say is your favorite thing about ILN?
Just the organization factor. I think that's something that a lot of people struggle with is just really staying organized and knowing exactly what they need to do and when they need to do it and all that type of stuff. So I think that the fact that you guys offer stuff like that and stuff to help with that is great.
If someone wants to reach out to you, maybe they've seen a listing or maybe they're looking forward to your mentorship program, how can they reach you?
All my handles on pretty much every platform is just at Sal Ventre. And you can reach me on any social media platform. You can email me, sal@theventreteam.com. Yeah, so pretty easy to find me. Just Sal Ventre, Ventre.
Thank you so much, Sal, for coming in and speaking with us. You dropped some super gems today, especially for anyone that's wanting to get into the real estate business. You know your stuff.
Of course, I appreciate you having me on. Thank you.